Right, so what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we're outside the iconic Anfield. Shout out to my Scouse mates, shout out to Eden and Sean as well at the Cemetery Pub Hotel in Rochdale. They are Liverpool fans. Shout out Rashid, Sheedy the Scouse. But yeah, Anfield to tick off the list today. We just about made it because, you know, traffic around Liverpool city centre and the motorway was a bit hectic. But yeah, we're going to start off with a lovely tribute to Diego Jota, who sadly passed away earlier this year in a car crash. Only young as well. Not nice to see someone go like that, but yeah, going to pay tribute to him. Might do some abseiling. You know, Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher up there. Carragher absolutely shit himself, didn't do it. Neville did, fair play to him. Gary Neville is in red. But yeah, time to show you Diego Jota's memorial area. Very lovely tribute indeed. Sad. That is a nice tribute as well. Obviously seat number 20.
Yeah.
So, bit of history there. Obviously founder of Liverpool Football Club. Without this man, where would this club be? So, made it in, got our wristbands on. It's not been gone to buy something, it's just a tour guide and a lanyard. Obviously you do get them with stadium tours, but yeah. First stop on the Anfield tour, toilet stop. So obviously you speak different languages. You pick up a little tablet thing, put some earphones in, and it'll say it in your language as the tour guide is speaking in English, so it is ideal for your non-English speaking fans.
Managers. Liverpool since 1892 have had 22 managers. 22 managers since 1892. We celebrate here the 8 best managers we've had. They're here not just because of the success they've brought us, they're here also because of the men that they are. First of all, Bill Shankly. Many of you have heard of him. When Liverpool were in the second division in 1959, we were going nowhere. We had a great past, but there was no indication that we were going to have a great future. We really were going nowhere. And Bill Shankly, when he came, he was a gregarious Scot, full of personality, highly quotable, loved talking to the media. More importantly, he said Anfield is the biggest toilet in Britain. We need to change things. He won 3 league championships in 15 years. He won the FA Cup and he won the UEFA Cup. But that's not why we love him. We love him because his personality and the club's personality became intertwined. He created a 3-way relationship between the players, the fans, and himself as manager. And that relationship has preserved over time. We love Bob Paisley's quotations. He didn't like talking to the press. He didn't like talking to the television. But he was a brilliant manager. He knew which players to sign and how to put them into a team. Liverpool Football Club, on his watch, won 6 league championships in 9 years. They won 3 European Cups in that 9-year period. They won a UEFA Cup and they won 3 League Cups. The most successful manager in English football history. Who resigned in 2004 to be replaced by this man, Rafael Benitez. In his first season in charge, Liverpool won the European Champions League. 3-0 down at half-time against AC Milan in Istanbul. We had no chance. We were nowhere near the best team in Europe. We were in for a thrashing, or so everybody thought. We pulled it back to 3-3, we won on penalties, and that is regarded as the most phenomenal achievement in the club's history. For his success, that's why we do love him. Of course, he's a good man as well. You all know the beard, you all know the glasses. This man was successful. A Champions League in 2019, a Premier League in 2020, 2 League Cups and an FA Cup. But that's not why we love him. We love him because he was the 21st century Bill Shankly. So what Bill Shankly was to my father's era, Jurgen Klopp is to the era of most of you here probably, certainly most of the children I know. They regard him with as much affection as we regard Bill Shankly. Jurgen Klopp resigned surprisingly in 2024 to be replaced by this man, Arne Slot, let's say, and obviously it's because of this man. Quite a man, Jurgen Klopp, interesting. It's the 4th largest stadium in England. It's a beautiful stadium, but it's far too small for our needs. We could probably sell out this stadium if it was twice the size. On the right is the clock. We'll be going to the clock later and we'll discuss it later. Opposite us is Ken Dalby stand. Previously the centenary stand, and that solid here is built on what used to be the Kenwood Road stand, which was originally built in 1964. To the left is the Anfield Road end, which is the newest stand here. That was completed in 2023. We're in the main stand, which is actually an extension of the original 1971 stand, which in turn... A few years ago, when we sold the Melwood training ground, which is where the men have been since the early 50s, we gave it to our women so they could train there and they could prepare for their matches there. And we really feel as if it's a good investment in our women's team. We had a really bad experience last week when our greatest ever women's manager, Matt Beard, died. And we had a great tribute to him at the Liverpool-Southampton match, and we really do miss him. He really was an incredible man, and he's one of the greatest influences on women's football in the Liverpool area. He is sorely missed, and we really do. There's the mantra: Liverpool Football Club exists to win trophies. Now you might say, doesn't every club exist to win trophies? They never used to. Let me explain. And you decide not to do it. It's entirely up to yourself. But feel free to join the queue. Paula and Anne will sort you out.
Well, Premier League trophies over there. We won't be touching that, will we? There you go. Found Eden's twin. Going into your waiting dressing room now. Arsene Wenger once said this is the most heated stadium in Europe for a return fixture in the Champions League.
Breaking Premier League rules. There's certain criteria we have to fulfil, certain things we have to do, otherwise they'll close the stadium down. But this is as uncomfortable as it gets without us getting into trouble. Those are little things like the lighting's not very good. You hear the crowd above us. The aircon's not very good. There's only 3 plug sockets. In days, what clubs used to do, they used to spray water, cold water on the floor. You know, little things like that.
Right, into the home dressing room now. Jesus Christ. They are right about that away dressing room, it is very uncomfortable. I've been sat there 10 minutes, haven't we? You can feel it. Yeah. Anyways, this is the Liverpool dressing room.
Now see if you can sit back on this chair.
Back to the pitch walk now. So, last time Man United player touched this, Liverpool beat us 7-0. Weghorst such shit, in fact. Caught on camera as well doing it. So it weren't a good day for us, were it?
Not at all.
But anyways, out onto the pitch now. Jesus, didn't realise it was on a slant. But yeah, that was the last Man United player to ever do that. I don't think we're doing that anytime soon, will we?
Oh God, no. I think we need to pull our finger out.
So we got a free gift, 3 pair of earphones are in there. So just made it out of the ground now, onto the museum. Obviously number 5 is in there, so that is the actual real Champions League trophy. So we'll have a look at that. Then all tours end in the club shop, don't they? Here is how it all began. A fun fact about this ground as well, their neighbours Everton used to rent this ground until eventually everything went through, Liverpool took over, and the rest is history. This is Anfield, this is where Liverpool are home to, but a little bit of banter aside, we'll always remember this as Everton's ground because Everton used to play here before Liverpool. There you go, history of the badge there, through the years. Red, white and silver, so you got the Europa League, Carabao Cup, Charity Shield, Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, all Division 1 titles, Super Cup. It's got quite a lot of cups, and the women's trophies are also in there as well. Women's Super League up there. Here we go, Gary Neville's best mate, Jamie Carragher. Obviously now them two doing punditry for Sky Sports. Fantastic pair, these two, Neville and Carragher. So you got Jamie Carragher's one, obviously runner-up in 2007 when he played AC Milan. Obviously, Istanbul, the champions. There we go. Fun fact about this man behind me, he used to be an Everton fan back in the day. So there you go, Steven Gerrard, everything is won there. Yep, Pelé as well. So going back a bit old school here, as you can see. There are also all the stickers on of different football clubs. Proper old school. I like football inside this, old school terrace as well, standing there, you know, have your beer here, your pie. So I don't stand here, we're not sure standing up and do that. So here you go, exactly like Real Madrid, they do have a Champions League wall. Obviously that is the real one, that is a real deal, because obviously it's their 5th European Cup, so they did get to keep it. So we're in the Champions League. There you go, last time they won it was 2019, that's the shirt they wore. There you go, I've played Tottenham. Had to play Barcelona first and then Tottenham afterwards. So speaking of Champions League, the most famous one, Istanbul in 2005. Xavi Alonso's boots are right there. That was the Lego version of the bus afterwards. The ticket, look how retro that is for a Champions League ticket. Probably Liverpool's most successful manager in the 2000s, post Benitez, Jurgen Klopp. There you go, list of his medals that he's won. Obviously the Premier League one as well. That is actually the last time Real Madrid lost in a Champions League final, and that was in 1981. Every Champions League final Madrid have been in, since then they have won. So I think like every tour, it does end in the club shop. I will not be purchasing anything, obviously, because I do support Man United. I can say it out loud now without people embarrassing me. The tour guide before when you get to see a real European Cup, so Man United don't have it. I replied with, well, we got a treble, haven't we? Sir Alex Ferguson's treble. Just before we go in, this is on the side of the club shop, the Champions Wall. So obviously 20 league titles matching Man United. Then 6 European Cups, 8 FA Cups, 3 Europa Leagues, 10 League Cups, 4 Super Cups and 1 FIFA Club World Cup. Right, so that concludes Liverpool Museum and Stadium Tour. Did you enjoy that one?
Yeah, the guy was very informative. Yeah, very good. Yeah, spoke very highly of the club, as you'd expect. Very knowledgeable about games. So.
Yep, took the mick out of us for a bit, didn't he?
Yeah, well, he's obviously a United supporter.
Well, I think that'll be us banned from this stadium if he sees this and hears that. Yeah. But yeah, that's where you can do the abseiling, like I said. It's not available today, so I can't do it, which is a bit shit because, you know, could have made a good video out of that. But yeah, on to the Beatles story now.